Every lap, every race, every bit of paint traded for every hard-fought place. Every checkered flag and trophy raised. Every ounce of dirt, sweat, and gears. They're all jammed inside every can of NOS Energy. Go ahead, open up a can.
You wanted the best, you got them for a rest. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
We got it all at shopdgr.com. We got koozies, t-shirts, crew necks, hoodies, die-casts, pullback cars. We got everything. Check it out right here.
If dirt was a paycheck, we'd all be leaving here rich tonight. Until that happens, it pays to use Tub-A-Towel's heavy-duty cleaning wipes. At the track, in the garage, or at home, Tub-A-Towels is tough on dirt, easy on hands, and made in the USA. Tub-A-Towels, the world's hardest working wipe. Available at all major automotive and hardware retail stores. DIRTVision presents World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
The best drivers, the best coverage. DIRTVision is home to the greatest shows on dirt.
The weekend is not over yet. In fact, for the greatest show on dirt, the weekend is just getting started. Welcome back to Volusia Speedway Park, where the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series compete once again for 2 nights on the world's fastest half mile for the 6th running of the Bike Week Jamboree. Welcome in to DIRTVision's live coverage, everyone. I'm Connor Wade. Thank you for watching on this Sunday night. You know, it's a tradition the first week of March every single year, the Central Florida area, and particularly the Daytona Beach area, completely taken over by motorcycles. And now for the 6th season, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series holding the Bike Week Jamboree here at Volusia Speedway Park, inviting all the bikers and the big crowd from Daytona Beach to drive a little bit north and come check out the greatest show on dirt and 900 horsepower sprint cars for 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow here at Volusia Speedway Park for the series. It kicks off a very busy week of action for the greatest show on dirt. 4 races in total, ends at the end of the week at Talladega, Alabama and Magnolia, Mississippi. That's going to be fun too, but a lot to talk about over these next 2 nights at Volusia Speedway Park. The new clay that was put on the world's fastest half mile at the end of last year's Bike Week Jamboree, proven to once again bring Volusia Speedway Park to the level of one of the best racetracks in the country. That was on display throughout the 3 nights the Outlaws raced here last month for the Dirt Car Nationals, where we saw incredible stuff all week long. If you missed out, let's catch you up on the 2026 Dirt Car Nationals and who walked away with the Big Gator Championship.
First time in 2026, World of Outlaws feature action is green. 3 wide momentarily, and 1 and 2 battling for the lead. Brock Zierfoss has it. Anthony Macri side by side with Brent Marks for second. Anthony Macri on the cushion, trying to sail around Zierfoss, squeezes between the 3Z and the wall to take the lead. Contact between Schuhart and Gravel's into the wall. And Spencer Baston is all over leader Anthony Macri, takes the top spot on the high side out of turn number 2. Welcome back to World of Outlaws Victory Lane. Spencer Baston wins the opening night of 2026. Feature action underway at Volusia Speedway Park. Into corner number 1. Buddy Kofoid up high with the race lead. Gravel looking for the lead down low in turn number 2, and he'll get it. David Gravel, the new race leader. Kofoid now trying to get back to his inside. He'll make that move in turn 3. Gravel trying to cross back underneath him out of turn number 4. At the line, Buddy Kofoid retains the advantage. Into 3 and 4 and down to the checkered flag. Buddy Kofoid gets the win at Volusia Speedway Park. Feature underway at Volusia Speedway Park. Brian Brown leads, David Gravel to second. Down the back straightaway, they race into turn 3. Brown maintains the top spot. Macri right there with him. Anthony Macri around the outside out of turn number 2. New leader Anthony Macri at the end of the backstretch. Into turn 3, David Gravel racing to try to get the lead from Anthony Macri as they come to the white flag in traffic. 1 lap to go on Volusia, and David Gravel takes the lead into turn 1. Gravel to the cushion, Macri to the inside of the slower car, down the back straightaway, Macri to the inside, back to the lead into turn 3. Anthony Macri out of turn 4, checkered flag will wave, and Macri will get the $20,000 victory. David Gravel second, Carson Macedo third, Buddy Kofoid 21st to 4th, and Brian Brown in 5th.
So Spencer Baston, Buddy Kofoid, and of course Anthony Macri getting wins at the Dirt Car Nationals here at Volusia back in February. Macri getting that Bid Gator Championship. We'll talk more about that in a minute. You know, if you think back to 2025, sprint car racing saw a big 3 established in the form of David Gravel, Buddy Kofoid, and Carson Macedo. Those were the 3 that won the most races with the Outlaws and battled for the championship all season long. And if DCN was any indication, the big 3 not slowing down in 2026 as you take a look at the numbers that those 3 drivers put up. David Gravel rebounding from a DNF early in the week with 2 runner-up finishes. Buddy Kofoid gets his first career win at Volusia Speedway Park. And then Carson Macedo did not go to victory lane, but was the only driver throughout DCN that was on the podium all 3 nights with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. So these 3 drivers starting off the 2026 season very, very well. Gravel and Kofoid tied in points, and Macedo only 4 shy. And we know getting through these 5 Volusia races with no DNFs, very critical if you want to compete for a World of Outlaws championship all season long. Now, David Gravel is the odds-on favorite to win tonight. Vegas has him at plus 185 according to PlayDirtCar.com. Buddy Kofoid already got a win, but I think the guy to beat tonight might be Carson Macedo on the podium all 3 nights, the most consistent Dirt Car Nationals he's had in years. Watch out for the 41 here at Bike Week.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's going to be a close battle between the 3 of us, I'm sure. I mean, I think everybody's on their game between the 3 teams. Everybody's, you know, firing on all cylinders, and we're just kind of happy to, in the past, you know, I did a couple interviews this past week where I was talking about how leaving Volusia neck and neck is actually kind of nice, because usually we've kind of left Volusia with a deficit, and we're trying to make up that points gap. So it would be awesome to be the other way, you know, get ahead and be able to kind of, you know, set your own pace out there, but we're just going to do our best to put our best foot forward and see what happens. I would probably rather be on the podium every night than just be, you know, more hit and miss that way. So I felt solid. I feel like I even cost us that final night just being in the wrong part of the racetrack in time trials, and then was really thankful that we were able to make that up. I feel like a lot of the times here you get behind the 8 ball and it's tough to kind of make up that deficit. So I hope the track's the same way it was before, because I feel like, you know, that's probably the best I've ever seen Volusia at the Dirt Car Nationals by a pretty large margin.
Carson Macedo owns 2 wins in his career at the Bike Week Jamboree, and of course David Gravel swept the Bike Week Jamboree in 2025. So great to see Gravel, Kofoid, and Macedo going at it once again. They truly are the 3 best in the country, and we're excited to watch them battle it out for a World of Outlaws championship all season long. While those 3 full-timers were impressive, nobody was more impressive in terms of bit gator points than the non-full-timer, Pennsylvania's Anthony Macri, who in the past had been up and down at Volusia Speedway Park, some good runs, but also some struggles. He found some consistency at the world's fastest half mile back in February, and he and crew chief Joe Mooney earned their first ever win here at Volusia Speedway Park. And now the Concrete King has a big gator to add to his King's Royal crown from last season. That's momentum for the driver of the 39M.
Hopefully just put the same thing in the car that was in the, or follow the notebook from the last time we were here. I mean, nothing's really changed since we were down here last. I mean, obviously the track could be a little bit different, you know, with not having 100 modifieds here, but obviously it changes our confidence level a little bit coming into here, knowing we just came off of, you know, 3 good runs, really. I don't know. This is a track that I seem to always struggle at, and honestly, I think them changing the clay is, you know, a big part into, you know, us being a little bit better. I mean, you can race a lot different, and it just gets really slick and racy, and you know, you kind of have to be a race car driver come feature time. So, you know, our car is normally pretty good in the slick, and we always time trial well. So it's just, you know, it all comes down to putting yourself in a position, and then, you know, just being a smart racer come feature time. So I don't know. Hopefully we can put the whole package together tonight, tomorrow night, and I don't know. Do we have a cool trophy to win this time down here? Big check works, I guess.
All right, now let's get to the elephant in the room. If you ask, did Anthony Macri think about signing on and going full-time with the Outlaws after being tied for the lead in series points after Dirt Car Nationals? The answer from Anthony today, not even a consideration. He likes racing in Pennsylvania a lot and sleeping in his own bed, and of course likes being a guy that can travel anywhere he wants at any time. So we'll see Anthony a lot in PA this year, a little bit on the road as well. He is in the field tonight and tomorrow night for the Bike Week Jamboree. He's not the only Central Pennsylvania car in the field. How about the Kreitz Racing 69K that won a race at Volusia last season during DCing with Christopher Bell, making its season debut for 2026 tonight, and bringing with it a former World of Outlaws champion in the form of Darren Pittman. Now, the 69K has a very ambitious schedule for 2026, more races than we've seen that car run in a long time. Trips to the Knoxville Nationals, even a trip to the West Coast sometime this summer. But they're going to start off their season a little bit unexpectedly right here at Volusia for the Bike Week Jamboree. Don Kreitz Jr. and Darren Pittman exchanging text messages with how good the racing was at Dirt Car Nationals, saying, hey, if this racetrack stays this slick, we think the 69K can get around that place. And of course, Volusia Speedway Park and Darren Pittman in the past has been a pretty good combination. So tonight, the 69K and the 2013 World of Outlaws champion in the field against the best of the best.
We had obviously had conversations about some of the races that we were going to go do, and you know, they always sound good, but then when you see them on paper, you're like, man, that's a lot of races and a lot of traveling. But obviously this was not even part of our schedule, but you know, in all fairness, the racing's been so good here at the beginning of the year. We kind of were texting back and forth, you know, like, hey, I think we would like to try to come back for this one. So yeah, I mean, when you do this full time, it's your responsibility as a driver to stay physically in shape and stay focused and try to focus on what you need to do to be good on night one. I'll be honest with you, I'm not there. You know, physically and probably even mentally. You know, obviously I watch the races here, but a lot of it you just have to, you know, revert back to instincts and trusting in your car. And luckily I'm in probably one of the best cars in the pit area, if not the best. So, you know, there's a reason they wanted to come down here. I think they saw a lot of things on DIRTVision that looked like it would suit the 69K really well if the track, you know, duplicates what it has been. And again, I have a pretty decent track record here, and really it's one of my favorite racetracks, if not my favorite half mile to come. So yeah, I'll just go out there and see if I can remember how to do it, and better learn how or remember pretty quickly, or you're gonna be in trouble.
Darren Pittman in Volusia Speedway Park in the past, pretty good. Like I said, Pittman, 5 wins and 41 starts with the Outlaws at this racetrack. An elusive company, as the only 3-time Dirt Car Nationals Mid-Gator champion is Darren Pittman, so he's been pretty good here. The caveat, however, he has not raced here since 2020, so racing here for the first time in 6 years tonight is the 2013 Series champion, but excited to see what he and Don Kreitz Jr. can do. 67 degrees, partly cloudy skies as the sun has set over Volusia Speedway Park. A lot of rain here at the facility yesterday, so perhaps a little bit of moisture in this racetrack, especially early on in the night, so look for it to be juiced up early. Cars are on the track for hot laps. Let's send things to the Hall of Fame voice of the Outlaws in the booth, John Gibson. John, great to see you once again. Obviously, we want to start off and continue to extend our thoughts and condolences to you after your father passed away after a short battle with cancer just a couple of weeks ago. We know it's great for you to be back at the racetrack, albeit with a heavy heart, and your entire co-workers and sprint car community are behind you and with you this week and all year long.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot, Connor. And again, great to be back at the Speedway. It was my father who got me into sprint car racing in the first place, so continuing my 30th season on the mic as a tribute to him. We have cars on the Speedway for Race Ready Hot Lap Session number 1, exiting the second corner. World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender out of Glendale, Arizona, and the Pels Tire Service Newman's Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Triple X Shark Racing, number 1A, Ashton Torgerson. Also on the Speedway from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia, aboard the TK Concrete, Maxim Trucking, Logan Contractor Supply, Zip Bonds, number 55, the Madman, Kerry Madsen. From Bradenton, Florida, in the Hellraiser, Jack's Family Oil, Mesilla Valley Transportation, All-Star Performance, Tubba Tiles, number 28M, Connor Morell. And from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill, Heavy Equipment, Loader Parts, Milton Hershey School of Adamski Trucking, High Performance Lubricants, number 3Z, Brock Zierfoss. From Pengrove, California, driving car number 83, the Toyota Racing Mobile One, Roth Motorsports, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation entry, that's Buddy Kofoid. And from Alveda, Ohio, the Ohio Logistics Truck Works of Ohio, 15K of Creed Kemanaugh. From Worcester, Ohio, in the NOS Energy Drink Team Excavating, Hawkeye Truck Equipment, Ted's Body Shop, number 18, Sheldon Hot and Shield. And from Liverpool, Pennsylvania, driving the Village Square Plaza Mountain View Travel High-Tech Metal Smith Titanium, number 11, TJ Stutz. Those are the drivers scheduled for Race Ready Hot Lap Session number 1, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, back at Volusia Speedway Park for the opening night of the Bike Week Jamboree. Green flag has been displayed. The drivers in Race Ready Hot Lap Session number 1. We'll look for the lap times to appear on the monitor here in the booth momentarily. Track's still a little slippery out there. Lap times only in the 19-second bracket. We expect them to drop closer to the 14 and 13-second range as we progress through our Race Ready Hot Lap Sessions. A problem for TJ Stutz on the inside of turns 1 and 2. Number 11 off the pace. Caution flag wave. Stutz able to bring that number 11 machine into the infield. And so once again, we will bring the cars back up to speed. Big improvement in lap times there after that brief slowdown. Buddy Kofoid into the 14-second range at a 14:9:29. Connor Morrell now at a 14:6:39 is quickest, but the Madman surpassing him. Kerry Madsen goes 14:1 as we approach 13-second lap times. Buddy Kofoid closest at a 14:078. The Madman first into the 13s. Kerry Madsen at 13:807. Sheldon Hodenschild into the 13s as well to 13:871. Ashton Torgerson 13:995. White flag waving. Kerry Madsen into the mid-13s at a 13:693. Checkered flag in the air for the drivers in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1. Sheldon Hodenschild tops the speed chart right as the checkered flag waves. Fastest driver in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1, Sheldon Hodenschild in the number 18. His lap time 13.664 seconds at an average speed of 111.973 miles per hour. Kerry Madsen second quickest at a 13.693. Buddy Kofoid third at a 13.743. Brock Zierfoss and Ashton Torgerson round out the top 5 in the first Race Ready Hot Lap session of the 4 scheduled for this evening's race program. Drivers bring their cars into the infield. That's where they will stage for tonight's Honest Abe Roofing qualifying session. Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2 beginning to stage on the backstretch, leading the field onto the racing surface from Altoona, Iowa. Driving the Country Builders Construction, Achoka West Tucker Trucking, Oakville Family number 88. That's the big unit, Austin McCarl. And from Ankeny, Iowa, the Higherview IntelliSense Heartland Steel C&D Elevator Construction number 44 of Chris Martin. Chris's younger brother Cameron staged as well. That's the number 4, the Higherview IntelliSense Heartland Steel C&D Elevator Construction entry. Cameron Martin in the number 4. And making his 2026 debut this evening from Waco, Texas in the Bush's Chicken, Smith Titanium, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Gunderson Racing Incorporated, Outlaw Wings number 9R, Chase Randall. From Canton, Illinois, the NOS Energy Drink, King Racing Products, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Tosco Developers, number 7S of Chris Wyndham. And alongside Wyndham, from Owasso, Oklahoma, the Glenville Station, Pub and Grub, Jetco, Carmen Trucking, Windustrial, Kreitz Oval Track Parts, number 69K, Darren Pittman. From Heartland, Wisconsin, the native of North Pole, Alaska, driving the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup Indian Motorcycle of Metro Milwaukee, Turn It Up Media, Sam I Am, number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. And from Lemoore, California, piloting the all-by-your alternative MVT, Tarleton & Son, Sage Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41, Carson Macedo. Engines now begin to come to life for Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2. Set to power up for Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2. This will be a green-white checkered practice session. The lap time is now in the mid-13-second range. We'll see if anybody can top Sheldon Hodenschild's 13.664. Darren Pittman, a 13.746. Carson Macedo just behind him, a 13.860. Oscar McCarl now 13.815. Cameron Martin, third fastest overall. Chris Windham to the top of the speed chart at a 13.534. Darren Pittman now around him at a 13.488 as we wave the checkered flag. Well, you heard Darren Pittman say in the pre-race interview he'd need to figure Volusia Speedway Park out pretty quickly. He has certainly done that his first time here in 6 years, and he is the fastest so far in race-ready hot laps at a 13.488. Chris Windham second, Carson Macedo third, Sheldon Hodenshield fourth, Kerry Madsen fifth as we go to Connor Wade.
Yeah, TJ Stutz with issues, pulled into that first hot lap session, told his son Ethan, felt like he was down a cylinder. Ethan couldn't find anything under the hood of that 11, so they don't know for sure, but they're going to try and hope that that power they were missing in hot laps comes back. If not, then it could be something deeper that they have to fight throughout the night.
Thank you, Connor, as we get set to stage the drivers for our third race-ready hot lap session momentarily. Darren Pittman fastest so far at 113.434 miles per hour. Chris Windham now second fastest overall in race-ready hot laps. Carson Macedo in the third spot, then Sheldon Hodgshill and Kerry Madsen complete the top five. Race-ready hot lap session number 3 now rolling into staging on the backstretch. Led out by car number 9, the Casey Kane Racing with Mike Curb, Napa Brumos Collection, Ballard Incorporated, Durst Factory Kane entry. Driver out of Locust Grove, Oklahoma is Dason Pursley. And from Hanover, Pennsylvania, in the Duramax Federated Auto Parts, Mark Martin Motors, TKS Concrete, Shark Racing, number 1S, Logan Schuhart. From Findlay, Ohio, the Kistler Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Maxim Racing, Lucius Trucking, Big Red Truck Wash, number 32, Bryce Lucius. And another one of the 5 contenders for the Kevin Gobrecht Award for Rookie of the Year honors presented by 5 Star Bodies in 2026. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the Gibbsville Cheese, Scottsdale Builders, Flint Trucking, CMR Wholesale Tools, Professional Plating, number 16C, the Big Wheels, Scotty Thiel. To his outside from Lemoore, California, the 2C Racing Outlaw Wings, Wedge High Performance Carts, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities, number 2C of Cole Macedo. And the 10-time World of Outlaws champion from Fargo, North Dakota, in the nice Creed and Landis block, Absolute Automation and Security, FuelPools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15, Donnie Schatz. The 2-time and defending World of Outlaws champion from Watertown, Connecticut, in the ShopUsage.com, Billionauto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, number 2, David Gravel. And another rookie contender in 2026 from Franklin, Indiana, driving the WCI, Petrie Excavating KPM number 27, Emerson Axum. TJ Stutz back out in that Village Square Plaza number 11. We'll see if they've gotten the gremlins corrected on that car as we get set for our third of 4 race-ready hot lap sessions.
Streets of the mission, where the night can save your life.
Pace begins to quicken for the drivers in race ready hot lap session number 3. Jason Persley at a 13.835. Bryce Lucius into the top 5 at a 13.618. David Gravel 13.692. That is 6th fastest so far. Persley to the top of the speed chart at a 13.4, but Schuhart tops him. Logan Schuhart goes 13.341. Fastest driver in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 3 and fastest overall in Race Ready Hot Laps in the number 1S Logan Schuhart. His lap time 13.341 seconds. The average speed on that lap 114.684 miles per hour. Bryce Lucius second quickest now at a 13.436. Jason Persley third at 13.443. Darren Pittman and Scotty Thiel round out your top 5 as we get set for our final Race Ready Hot Lap session of the evening before moving into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Final Race Ready Hot Lap session staging on the backstretch. First driver out, the winner of the season opener here last month. From Lebanon, Indiana, driving the NOS Energy Drink West Tennessee Expediting Tag Truck Center's Z-Max Stanton Racing Engines, number 17, Spencer Baston. And the Big Gator champion of the Dirt Car Nationals here last month, from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, the JNS Classics M&M Painting and Construction, Randy Shearer Heating and Plumbing, DMS Trash, number 39, M the Concrete King, Anthony Macri. Another Rookie of the Year contender in 2026 from McLaren Vale, South Australia. The Indy Performance Composites, Rod End Supply, Maxim Chassis, High Performance Lubricants, TJ Forge, number 51 of Scott Boguski. And to his outside from Jacksonville, Oregon, driving the Avanti Windows and Doors, Yugo Superfoods, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, Juniata Concrete, number 13, it's Tanner Holmes. From Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in the Fenton Marks Racing Development, McGrewBid.com, Babs Paints, Livewire Customs, number 19, Brent Marks. Another 2026 Rookie of the Year contender from LaGrange, Ohio, in the Hellraiser Jacks, Mr. Heater, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heatstar Simpson Race Products, number 6, Casey Jedrzejek. And the 2025 Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by Five Star Bodies winner from Columbia, Missouri, in the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith GMC, Retrieving Freedom, number 23, Garrett Williamson. We fire the engines for the evening's final Race Ready Hot Lap session.
Can't get enough of a good time. Gonna let it out.
green flag conditions for the final race-ready hot lap session of the evening. Everyone looking to top Logan Schuhart's 13.341 and maybe see an average speed of 115 miles per hour around Volusia Speedway Park. Scott Boguski right off the bat, second quick, and Brent Marks now to the top of the speed chart, surpassed by Tanner Holmes, and now Casey Jedrzejek quickest, nearly into the 12s at a 13.136. Brent Marks to the top of the speed chart, 13.072. Tanner Holmes just behind him. Jedrzejek now back to second as the checkered flag signals the conclusion of race-ready hot laps. Fastest driver in that final session. Fastest overall in race-ready hot laps, the number 19 of Brent Marks. His time 13.072 seconds at 117.044 miles per hour for the average speed. Casey Jedrzejek, second quickest, 13.077. Tanner Holmes third at a 13.093. Scott Boguski fourth. Logan Schuhart rounds out the top five. Garrett Williamson sixth quickest in race-ready hot laps. Bryce Lucius seventh. Dason Pursley eighth. Spencer Baston ninth. And Darren Pittman rounds out the top 10. Up next will be this evening's Honest Abe Roofing qualifying session. It works this way: one car at a time on the speedway, 2 consecutive laps on the clock. Faster of those 2 laps scored as that driver's official qualifying time. For tonight's race program, we use the Honest Abe Roofing qualifying times to line up our heat races this evening, as well as for the front row of tonight's Microlight Last Chance Showdown. Qualifying order determined by random draw as the drivers signed in for the race program earlier this afternoon. The track record here at Volusia Speedway Park, an astounding 12.569 seconds, set on February 10th of 2011 by Paul McMahon, and the average speed on that lap, 121.728 miles per hour. For World of Outlaws timing and scoring purposes, we measure Volusia Speedway Park at slightly under a half mile in length, 0.425 miles to be exact, with that measurement being made in the middle of the racetrack between the inside and outside retaining walls. First driver to get underway for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying from Alveda, Ohio, driving the Ohio Logistics Truck Works of Ohio, number 15K. Here's Creed Kemenaugh. Creed Kemenaugh in car number 15K. '13th during the Bike Week Jamboree 2 years ago, the best of his 17 career appearances here at Volusia Speedway Park. Best finish last month during the Dirt Car Nationals, 18th in a Microlight Last Chance Showdown. Lap number 1 for Creed Kemenaugh is a 13.005, 13005, 117.647 miles per hour. Kemenaugh getting a feature win last season at the Atomic Speedway in Elma, Ohio. Second lap time faster into the 12s at 12.986, 12986. We are in the 12-second range at Volusia Speedway Park. Next driver on the clock from Bradenton, Florida, drives the Hellraiser Jack Zamboli Oil Mesilla Valley Transportation All-Star Performance Tubble Towels number 28M. It's Connor Morell. Connor Morell in the 28M. Opening lap time for Connor Morell. Quick time at a 12.913, 12913, 118.485 miles per hour. Career best here at Volusia, 19th. Tonight, his 10th appearance at this racetrack. Second lap time at 12.922. First lap official, 12.913 for Connor Morell. Next to clock in from Liverpool, Pennsylvania, driving the Village Square Plaza Mountain View Travel High-Tech Metal Smith Titanium, number 11, TJ Stutz. TJ Stutz in car number 11. 12 career appearances here at Volusia Speedway Park. Best finish 20th back in 2008. World of Outlaws winner at Williams Grove in 2024. Third quick on lap 113.556, 13556. 11 appearances last season with the World of Outlaws. Best finish 15th at Williams Grove. Picked up a feature win last year at the Lincoln Speedway. Second lap time is better. It is a 13.332, 13332. Next driver to make his way to the green flag from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia. Driving the TK Concrete Maxim Trucking Logan Contractor Supplies Zip Bonds number 55, the Madman, Kerry Manson. Kerry Manson in the number 55, making his first appearance in 4 years here at Volusia Speedway Park. Opening lap for the Madman. Quick time at a 12.853, 12853. We are within 0.3 of a second of the track record. Madsen, a World of Outlaws winner here in 2007. Second lap time for Kerry is fast. faster. How about a 12.753? 12753, 119.972 miles per hour. Underway next from Penn Grove, California, the Toyota Racing Mobile One Roth Motorsports Roth Enterprises HR Livestock Transportation number 83. Here's Buddy Kofoid. Buddy Kofoid in car number 83. Kofoid's first lap time is second quick at a 12.862, 128.62. Feature win here last month during the Dirt Car Nationals. His best in 21 career appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. 23 career World of Outlaws wins. Second lap faster at a 12.839, 128.39. Still second quick for Buddy Kofoid in the 83. Taking the green flag next from Worcester, Ohio, the NOS Energy Drink Team Excavating Hawkeye Truck Equipment Ted's Body Shop number 18 of Sheldon Hodenshield. Sheldon Hodenshield in car number 18. 3 wins here at Volusia Speedway Park. Lap 1, quick time of 12.751. 12751, quick time at 119.991 miles per hour. Sheldon Hodenshield on lap number 2. Faster at a 12.701, 12701, a 120 mile per hour average speed. Taking the green flag next from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, the Moose's LZ Bar and Grill Heavy Equipment Loader Parts built in Hershey School Adamski Trucking High Performance Lubricants, number 3Z, Brock Zierfoss. Brock Zierfoss in car number 3Z. Opening lap time for Zierfoss, 13.148, 13.148. 7th in 2023, the best of his 36 career appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. Zierfoss owns 2 career victories with the World of Outlaws. His second lap time improves to a 13.071, 13071, still 6th out of 7 Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers. Underway next, rookie contender from Glendale, Arizona in the Pels Tire Service, Newman's Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, XXX Shark Racing number 1A, Ashton Torgerson. Ashton Torgerson in car number 1A was 9th here last month in his Volusia Speedway Park debut. His opening lap at a 12.915, 12915, 118.467 miles per hour. Best finish last year in 21 World of Outlaw starts, 6th in Peevely, Missouri. Second lap time for Torgerson up to third quick at a 12.763, 12763. Next, Honest Abe Roofing qualifier from Ankeny, Iowa. Driving the higher view in Telesense Heartland Steel C&D Elevator Construction, number 44, Chris Martin. Chris Martin in car number 44. Best Volusia Speedway World of Outlaws appearance finish, 16th last year. His first lap is a 13.165, 13165. 22nd, the best of 3 feature starts here last month during Dirt Car Nationals. Second lap time for Chris Martin improves to a 13.148, 13148. Making his first start of the 2026 season from Waco, Texas. Driving the Bush's Chicken Smith Titanium Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Gunderson Racing Incorporated Outlaw Wings, number 9R, Chase Randall. Chase Randall in car number 9R. This is his Volusia Speedway Park debut. His first lap time is a 13.230, 13230. 4th at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The best of his 14 World of Outlaws starts last year. Picked up a feature victory last season at the Houston Speedway in Brandon, South Dakota. Second lap time a little bit better at a 13.228, 13228. Clocking in now from Altoona, Iowa, the Country Builders Construction, Achoka West, Tucker Trucking, Oakville Family, number 88, the big unit, Austin McCarl. Austin McCarl in car number 88. 360 winner here 2 years ago at Volusia. Lap 1 is 6th quick, 12.978, 12978 for the now 4-time Knoxville Raceway champion. Best World of Outlaws finish last season, 8th on 2 occasions. Second lap time for the big unit. Into the top 5, 5th quick at a 12.843, 12843. Making his way to the green flag now from Lemoore, California, in the all-volume alternative MVT, Tarleton & Son, Sage Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41. Here's Carson Macedo. Carson Macedo in car number 41, 2nd and 2/3 here last month at Dirt Car Nationals. 6th quick on his opening lap, 12.861, 12861. Macedo, 5 times a winner and 36 starts at Volusia Speedway Park. Second lap time for Carson Macedo. 3rd quick at a 12.761, 12761. the 2013 World of Outlaws champion on the clock now from Volusia, Oklahoma. Driving Glenville Station Pub and Grub, Jetco Carmen Trucking Industrial Crates, Oval Track Parts number 69K. Here's Darren Pittman. Darren Pittman in the 69K. First lap time for Pittman at 9th quick, 13.035, 13.035, 6 wins, 24 top 5 finishes in 77 career starts. And again, his first time here since 2020. Second lap time for Darren Pittman, up to 8th at a 12.954, 129.54. Next driver to see the green flag from Ankeny, Iowa, driving the higher view IntelliSense Heartland Steel C&D Elevator Construction. Number 4, Cameron Martin. Cam Martin in car number 4. First lap for Martin, 9th quick, 12.965, 129.65. Fourth in 2024, the best of 9 career appearances here at Volusia. 6 of those 9 in 360 competition. Second lap up the 7th quick at a 12.876, 128.76, 118.826 miles per hour. Next to see the green flag from Canton, Illinois, driving the NOS Energy Drink King Racing Products. Jim Schucknecht, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Towska Developers, number 7S, Chris Wyndham. Chris Wyndham in car number 7S. Wyndham's first lap time, 12th quick, 13.100, 131.00. Wyndham 8th last year, the best of 10 career appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. 2017 USAC Sprint Car Champion. Second lap improves, 11th quick at a 12.999, 129.99. 11 drivers so far in the 12-second range. Qualifying next, the Alaskan native who now calls Heartland, Wisconsin home, driving the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup Indian Motorcycle of Metro Milwaukee. Turn It Up Media, Sam I Am. Number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. Bill Baylog in car number 17B. His opening lap time is a 13.149, 131.49. That is 14th fastest. Baylog's 6th place finish here last year, his best in 19 career starts at Volusia Speedway Park. 3 victories last season with the greatest show on dirt. Second lap time not as good, a 13.216. First lap quicker, a 13.149 seconds. Contender for the Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by 5-Star Bodies in 2026. From Franklin, Indiana, the WCI, Petrie Excavating KPM number 27 of Emerson Axum. Emerson Axum in the number 27. His opening lap goes 10th quick at a 12.966, 129.66. Second 3 times, including last month in ASCS 360 competition. His best in 17 career starts at Volusia Speedway Park. Second lap up to 8th quick at a 12.896, 128.96. Axum used a lower line in 3 and 4 during that second lap. We'll see if anybody in the pits was paying attention as our next Honest Abe Roofing qualifier sees the green flag from Lemoore, California. The 2C Racing Outlaw Wings, Wedge High Performance Carts, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities, number 2C, Cole Macedo. Cole Macedo in the number 2C. First lap time for Cole is a 13.090, 5th and a KSE Hard Charger Award, the best of 8 appearances here at Volusia Speedway Park with the World of Outlaws. Second lap time for Cole Macedo goes 12.997, 129.97, 12th of 18 Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers so far. Another 2026 rookie contender from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the Gibbsville Cheese, Scott Thiel Builders Flint Trucking, CMR Wholesale Tools, Professional Plating, number 16C, Scotty Thiel. Scotty Thiel in the 16C. His first lap time, 10th quick, 12.948, 129.48. 6th in 360 action last year, his best in 8 career Volusia appearances. 7 sprint car wins last year for Thiel, up to 7th quick on lap number 2 at a 12.872, 128.72. That brings us the 10-time World of Outlaws champion from Fargo, North Dakota. In the nice Creed Atlantis block, Absolute Automation and Security, FieldPools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15, Donnie Schatz. Donnie Schatz in car number 15. First time by for Donnie Schatz, 16th quick, 13.115, 131.15. 24 victories, including a win in this event 2 years ago. 52 top 5s in 97 starts here. His second lap improves to a 13.018, 130.18. Still 15th quick for Donnie Schatz. Man who was quick in his practice session earlier this evening. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Duramax Federated Auto Parts, Mark Martin Motors, TKS Carqueat Shark Racing, number 1S, Logan Schuhart. Logan Schuhart in car number 1S. First lap time for Schuhart. Fifth quick, 12:7:93, 1:27:93. 3 wins, the best of his 58 career appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. Second lap time for Logan Schuhart. Faster, still fifth at a 12:7:87, 1:27:87. And that brings us the two-time and defending World of Outlaws champion from Watertown, Connecticut, in the ShopHusens.com, BillionAuto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, number 2, David Gravel. David Gravel in car number 2. First time by for Gravel. Quick time at a 12:6:82. 1:26:82, 120.643 miles per hour. Does he have enough to challenge for the track record on lap number 2? It's faster! 12:6:73, 1:26:73. Not enough for the record, but quickest so far in Honest Abe Rubin qualifying, 120.729 miles per hour. Underway next from Findlay, Ohio, the Kistler Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Maxim Racing, Lucius Trucking, Big Red Truck Wash, number 32, Bryce Lucius. Bryce Lucius in car number 32. Opening lap time for Lucius, 12:9:70, 1:29:70. 17th on the opening night last month, the best of his 9 career appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. First lap time this evening is a 12:8:12:12:8:12. Make that second lap time for Lucius, and that puts him 7th fastest so far. 7th quick for the 32 of Bryce Lucius. Going green now from Locust Grove, Oklahoma, the Casey Kane Racing with Mike Curb now from Brumos Collection, Ballard Incorporated, Durst Factory Kane, number 9 of Dason Pursley. Dason Pursley in car number 9. Lap 1 for Pursley is 14th quick, 12:9:47, 1:29:47. 11th last year, his best in World of Outlaws action at Volusia Speedway Park. A USAC feature winner here in 2023. His second lap time better into the top 10 at a 12:8:50, 1:28:50. Your 2026 opening night feature winner here last month on the clock now from Lebanon, Indiana. The NOS Energy Drink West Tennessee Expedited Tag Truck Center ZMAX Stanton Racing Engines, number 17, Spencer Baston. Spencer Baston in car number 17. First lap time for Baston is a 13:076, 1:30:76. 6 career World of Outlaws wins, including that victory on opening night last month. Second lap time for Spencer Baston improves to a 12:9:69, 1:29:69. '25 Kevin Gobrecht Award winner from Columbia, Missouri in the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith GMC, Retrieving Freedom number 23, Garrett Williamson. Garrett Williamson in the number 23. His first lap time, a 13:132:131:132. Picked up a KSE Hard Charger Award on opening night. 6th here last month. His best in 9 career starts at Volusia Speedway Park. Second time by for Garrett Williamson. A little bit better at a 13:056, 1:30:56. From Myerstown, Pennsylvania, driving the Fenton Marks Racing Development, McGrewbid.com, Babs Paints, Live Wire Customs, number 19, Brent Marks. Brent Marks in car number 19. First time by for Marks is 17th quick at a 12:9:75, 1:29:75. Second in 2022, his best in 30 appearances at Volusia Speedway Park. 15 career World of Outlaws victories for Marks. Second lap is 14th quick at a 12:9:11, 1:29:11. Set to go green next from Jacksonville, Oregon, in the Avanti Windows and Doors, Yugo Superfoods, Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, Juniata Concrete, number 13. Here's Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes in car number 13. First lap for Tanner will be 13th quick at a 12:8:81, 1:28:81. 11th in a Microlight Last Chance Showdown, 26th and 19th in features last month. His Volusia Speedway Park debut, second lap, third quick for Tanner Holmes at a 12:750, 1:27:50. Third quick for the number 13. Last month's Big Gator winner from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, driving the JNS Classics, M&M Painting and Construction, Randy Shearer Heating and Plumbing, DMS Trash, number 39M, Anthony Macri. Anthony Macri in 39M, 15th quick on lap 1, 12:9:10, 1:29:10. The victory in the finale of the Dirt Car Nationals his 8th total with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Second lap time is a 12.998. First lap official at 12.910 for Anthony Macri. Two drivers set, and both of them contenders for the Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by 5-Star Bodies in 2026. From McLaren Vale, South Australia, the Indy Performance Composites Ride-In Supply Maxim High Performance Lubricants TJ Forged entry for Scott Boguski. Scott Boguski in car number 51, first lap 13.188, 1.3188. Boguski unable to make a feature last month during the Dirt Car Nationals. Best finished 10th in the Microlight Last Chance Showdown. Second lap time for Scott Boguski is a 13.193. His first lap official at 13.188. And rookie contender, the final driver on the clock for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying from LaGrange, Ohio, in the Hellraiser Jacks Mr. Heater, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heat Star Simpson Race Products, number 6, Casey Jedrzejczyk. Casey Jedrzejczyk in car number 6. Got a top 10 finish here at the 9th place run on the final night last month. Opening lap this evening, 24th quick, 13.052, 13.052, 117.223 miles per hour. Second lap time for Casey Jedrzejczyk. Better at a 12.932, 12932. That will complete Honest Abe Roofing qualifying for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Tonight's Simpson Quick Time Award winner in car number 2, David Gravel, 12.673 seconds, 120.729 miles per hour. We'll go downstairs to Connor Wade.
John, the last time we were in the 12-second bracket in qualifying at Volusia was 2019. I can't even find whenever we were last in the 12.6s. No surprises, though. David Gravel's the guy to do it. A lot of grip in this racetrack from the rain we got yesterday. What's that going to leave for you and everybody else in the field tonight?
Yeah, I think 1 and 2 is going to be all right. 3 and 4 seems to have a ton of grip in it right now. But, yeah, you know, cool weather, just the stars align and get to go really, really fast. So hopefully everybody enjoyed to watch qualifying, and it would have been cool to get the track record. That's been standing for a long time. But cool to see Morrison 1-2 and qualifying there, and see if we can continue that trend in the future.
David Gravel, undefeated in qualifying flights so far in 2026.
Thank you, Connor Wade. So Gravel, your quickest qualifier. Sheldon Hodenshield second at 12.701. Tanner Holmes third at a 12.750. Kerry Madsen times in fourth quick, and Carson Macedo rounds out the top 5. Ashton Torgerson sixth quickest in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Teammate Logan Schuhart seventh fastest. Bryce Lucius eighth. Buddy Kofoid ninth. And Austin McCarl rounds out the top 10 in tonight's Honest Abe Roofing qualifying session. So of the 31 drivers signed in for competition, 23 turn laps in the 12-second range, and 3 drivers with an average speed quicker than 120 miles per hour. An incredibly fast Volusia Speedway Park here this evening for the opening night of the Bike Week Jamboree. And speaking of the Bike Week Jamboree, some very special apparel to celebrate this event available at the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series official souvenir trailer on Souvenir Road behind the front stretch grandstands. T-shirts and hoodies down there for Bike Week, as well as all the other cool merchandise you've come to expect from the greatest show on dirt. And if you're unable to make it out to Volusia Speedway Park here this evening or tomorrow, you can always get that Bike Week Jamboree apparel by going to thegreateststoreondirt.com, your one-stop shop for everything related to World Racing Group, World of Outlaws, the Extreme Outlaw Midgets, World of Outlaws Late Models, ASCS, everything related to World Racing Group under one shopping roof. Right now, that is greateststoreondirt.com. Crossing the sprint cars and crew members back to the outer pit area. Factory stocks lining up their practice sessions. We'll turn it over to the voice of Volusia Speedway Park, Bob Stokel.
Thank you, Johnny Gibson. Well, it's a great night for the factory stocks here at Volusia Speedway Park. It is the first time that they have been invited to the annual Bike Week Jamboree. And folks, let me tell you, these factory stock drivers are excited about running here tonight. As you can see, we got 20 of them here tonight. We're going to run 2 heat races, 10 cars in each heat race. They will be 8 laps long, and we're going to run them all in the feature. That will be a 20-lap feature a little bit later on this evening. If you win your heat race, you will start on the pole for the feature. If you win the second heat race, you're going to start on the outside pole for the feature. So you're going to see a few cars rolling out onto the racetrack. That white number 1, that is Mikey Kopke out of Astor, Florida, and that Nightmare race car, Tony Laporta engine, dependable well drilling. Kopke and Sons, Nightmare race cars. Holt Farm, signed Mike Benny's racing equipment, number 41 of Mikey Kopke. Also rolling out of DeLand, Florida, and that Tony Laporta engine. Raising Cane monster trucks, Armor Roofing, all Volusia screen. Will Do concrete action graphics, number 21 in of Mason Musso. Joining Mason in that Zero machine out of Anthony, Florida, that's Captain Bob's Airboat Tours. That's the Zero car. That is Mikey Kopke on your screen in the 41L. Next car will be the Mason Musso machine, the 21. Then it'll be Rich Pratt. Then it'll be Racing Ron Adams in a 118 machine out of Daytona Beach, Florida. That Belky built Tony Laporta Possibilities. Number 118, Ron Adams, a former track champion here at Volusia Speedway Park. Then you'll have the 1 machine of Dustin Turnage Sr. Dustin Turnage Sr. here with us tonight. In front of him in the 06 machine, that would be Little David Showers Jr. out of St. Augustine, Florida. And that Showers Chassis RPM engine, Southeast chip repair, Showers Chassis and fiberglass, number 06 of Little David Showers Jr. In the blue, number 25, we got a couple of them out here tonight. The blue, number 25, that'll be Patrick Thomas out of Oviedo, Florida. And that Morgan Speed Solution Action Graphics Finish Line Screens Incorporated, Benny's Racing Equipment, Morgan Speed Solutions, number 25, that would be Patrick Thomas. Michael Stewart in charge of traffic here tonight. You got Tanner Thomas. Tanner Thomas in that 1T machine, also out of Oviedo, Florida, Morgan Speed Solutions, Action Graphic Finish Line Screens, that's the 1T. Then you got the 01 Jason Garver, our 2025 track champion in the 01 machine. Racing Jason out of Stark, Florida. That Wilson machine, Mullins Engines, Olin's Mobile Home Setup, Hillendale Quality Feeds, Full Throttle Framing, OTI Technologies, number 01 of Jason Garver. Let's get some lap times on our Thunder stocks here tonight. See what kind. Rich Pratt, 21.155, quick time so far. Of course, qualifying we are not doing here tonight. Tanner Thomas atop the leaderboard with a 21.150. As we're getting a couple extra laps here, we'll give him the white flag this time by. It's still Tanner Thomas atop the leaderboard with a 21.15. Rich Pratt with a 21.155. Second quickest, Jason Garber, 21.271. Third quickest, Mikey Kopke with a 21.384. Fourth quickest. So the yellow is out. That'll do it for group number 1, as we got one sitting over in turn number 4. I believe that's Jason Garver. Jason Garver in the 01, our reigning track champion here in the factory stock division with early problems in that 01 machine. So yellow flag is out along with the checkered flag. So that will do it for group number 1 for the factory stocks for their hot lap session. Hopefully they'll get that 01 machine to Jason Garver fixed as he gets some help down the front straightaway. Again, Jason Garver. Actually, Jason Garver won the factory stocks here at Volusia. He won the 602 late model championship. He won the Dirt Car UMP Modified Championship. The only thing he didn't win that he ran was a 604 late model. So he won 3 track championships here in 2025. Great year for Jason Garver. All right, rolling out on the racetrack now in the number 20 car. That is Justin Reynolds. Justin Reynolds in the 20. Followed by Todd Morgan. You got it, Todd Morgan of Morgan Speed Solutions, owner of Benny's Racing Equipment. Figure he's going to steal the keys from one of Patrick Thomas's machine. He will be in that yellow 25T. Behind him, out of Orlando, Florida, driving car number 24, that'll be Bruce Bennett. And behind Bruce Bennett in that number 1, the return of big money, Mike Tovett in One Shot. Mike Tovett back with us here at Volusia Speedway Park in old One Shot. Behind him will be the 91 of Bubba Christian. Bubba Christian in the 91 machine, rolling down the back straightaway. After Bubba Christian will be the number 23 machine out of Christmas, Florida. That'll be Willie the Kid Cuddy. Willie Cuddy in the 23 machine. Derek Wood in that Reynolds race cars, number 69, rolling it off into turn number 3. Then you got a couple more cars out there. As we do hot lap session number 2 for the factory stocks. Corey Certain in the 110 machine. That's Bud Chansey in that brand spanking 182 machine, working it through 3 and 4. Chansey, first laps on that number 182 machine, looking good out there. Meanwhile, Tanner Thomas still with the quick time of 21.150. Blake Klauser now 21.232. So Klauser in that number 5 machine, third quickest. We got one in trouble off of turn number on the inside of 1 and 2. That's going to bring out the yellow once again. And that is that brand new race car of Bud Chansey sitting over there on 1 and 2. Hopefully he didn't hit that inside wall. So Bud kind of excited to get behind the wheel of that brand new factory stock here at Volusia Speedway Park. Brings out a yellow. Hopefully he'll get another lap or so. There goes one shot down the front straightaway. Mike Tovett. Bubba Christian in that 91 machine. All eyes on Bud Chansey as he works it off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. Still Tanner Thomas with quick time here. Of course, it's only bragging rights when you win hot laps. 21.150. Tanner Thomas quickest. Rich Platt was second. What about Blake Klauser now, the youngster? Klauser atop the leaderboard with a 20.915. So 20.915. Blake Klauser sits atop the leaderboard with quick time for the factory stock. So Klauser with a 20.915. Then it's Tanner Thomas, Rich Pratt, Willie the Kid Cuddy, Jason Garver before he had issues in the 0-1 machine was 5th quickest. Bruce Bennett, Mikey Kopke, Justin Reynolds, Patrick Thomas, David Showers Jr. rounding out the top 10. And that'll do it for the factory stocks here tonight. They'll join us a little bit later for their heat races and then that 20-lap feature event.
Thank you, Bob. Well, we're going to go back downstairs to Connor Wade, who's got a very special guest with us here this evening at Volusia Speedway Park.
I made my way up to the pit area here at Volusia Speedway Park. Check out right here these two guys, Donnie Schatz and Nick Hoffman. These guys have won some races over the years. Why do you let this guy near a sprint car? This is not his type of car.
He's a dirt racer. I don't really.
Let's hear it. Come over here, both of you. Microphone's bad right there. Bring our camera with me. Here we go. Should work right here. Does it sound better? I think it does. All right.
DIRTVision's got to get better.
Yeah, DIRTVision, yeah, we got to get better at everything. Why do you let him near sprint cars?
Well, he's a dirt racer. Obviously, he sees good at what he does, and maybe some of that speed would rub off, but it's going to have to do a little bit better job than what we just did there. So happy to have him here. We like to go watch them guys race and enjoy having them here. And obviously, Lauren's a huge part of what happens here with the World of Outlaws with Knox. So glad to be parked next to Jay and have Nick over here helping. And hopefully he doesn't slip in there and try to do something with the car and get something for me.
Yeah, for sure. Here, come with me, Nick. We gotta walk. We gotta walk till the mic gets better. They told me to cut the interview, but I'm not doing that. I gotta talk to Nick. All right, I think we're better right here. There we are. All right, finally. Sorry, Nick. Pitbull. We'll make it up to you next week. So I know that he only let you have basically a rag and a bottle of lubricants to wipe the thing down. He's not actually letting you do any work.
Yeah, I told him this is about the only thing I can help him with here. I don't know much about torsion bars or wings or anything like that, but I can wipe the thing down. I could probably grind a tire or two or something like that. But yeah, I'm just having a hell of a time. Actually get to be a race fan for once. It's kind of weird to just sit back and hang out. So that's why I was like, hey, I want to do something. So come over here and wipe this thing down and just kind of hang out and enjoy it a little bit.
That was Supercross.
Yeah, it was badass. I'm just a fan of all motorsports. So, you always get those guys that are like, late models or sprint cars one way, and it's like a divided street. But for me, I'm a fan of all motorsports. So was able to see Supercross. That was a bucket list thing for me and really cool. And yeah, to hang out tonight and just kind of support my NOS buddies. And then Donnie's a good friend of mine. It's just really cool to be out here. And it's like, man, we've pretty much put an address, a mailbox out front here for me now. I've been here for damn near 3 weeks, I feel like. So it's been crazy, and I just enjoy this place. And I knew Boom was on the track prep tonight, so I had to come here and give him a little bit of shit too.
All right, Level. We'll see you on Pitbull next week. Go get some speed. That's Nick Hoffman, your late model mid-gator champion for 2026. Sorry, I'm right behind the VP trailer, so the mic's not great. When you have a chance to Donnie shots in Nick Hoffman, you take it.
Thank you so much, Connor Wade. And so a little bit of track packing taking place here before our opening ceremonies come up next on tonight's racing program. Well, the track is indeed very, very fast, the fastest we've seen it since 2011 when Paul McMahon set that track record. David Gravel going an incredible 12.673 at 120.729 miles per hour during Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Does that set him up for the rest of the night? We'll find out right after this quick DIRTVision break.